I'd like to thank our sponsors today for sponsoring this Medicine Buddha Puja and and read their dedications. Kathy Kochevar for Fred Kochevar and his family. Scott Tolson for Sheila Mary Combs. Erica Schaefer. Favorable Rebirth for Gary St. Lawrence. And I'm also a sponsor. My dedication is, may this Medicine Buddha Puja remove all sentient beings' physical and mental afflictions and obscurations and their causes to liberation and enlightenment. May they have a long, healthy, happy life, and may all their good wishes be fulfilled immediately. Of course, many of these wishes are actually in the text, included in the text for Medicine Buddha, and many, many more. So, okay, so we'll start with, and I wanted to say that unlike previous times on Zoom, I'm going to ring a bell, and I tried to mute it. So I hope it doesn't bother anyone's ear. And then I'll start with the offering cloud mantra. Nature incorporating the entire body, speech, mind, qualities, and activity of all the Tathagatas of the 3 times and 10 directions, source of 84,000 collections of dharmas, Lord of all Arya Sangha. I seek refuge in the kind and glorious holy root and lineage gurus. I seek refuge in the completely enlightened Lord Buddhas. I seek refuge in the Holy Dharma. I seek refuge in the Arya Sangha. I seek refuge in the 8 brothers, gone to bliss, the Lord Medicine Buddhas with their hosts of retinue deities. I seek refuge in the glorious holy protectors, Dharma protector guardians, endowed with the wisdom mind. Nature incorporating the entire body, speech, mind, qualities, and activity of all the Tathagatas of the 3 times and 10 directions, source of 84,000 collections of dharmas, Lord of all Arya Sangha. I seek refuge in the kind and glorious holy root and lineage gurus. I seek refuge in the completely enlightened Lord Buddhas. I seek refuge in the Holy Dharma. I seek refuge in the Arya Sangha. I seek refuge in the 8 brothers gone to bliss, the Lord Medicine Buddhas with their hosts of retinue deities. I seek refuge in the glorious holy protectors, Dharma protector guardians, endowed with the wisdom mind. Nature incorporating the entire body, speech, mind, qualities, and activity of all the Tathagatas of the 3 times and 10 directions, source of 84,000 collections of dharmas, Lord of all Arya Sangha. I seek refuge in the kind and glorious holy root and lineage gurus. I seek refuge in the completely enlightened Lord Buddhas. I seek refuge in the Holy Dharma. I seek refuge in the Arya Sangha. I seek refuge in the 8 brothers gone to bliss, the Lord Medicine Buddhas with their hosts of retinue deities. I seek refuge in the glorious holy protectors, Dharma protector, guardians endowed with the wisdom eye. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my merit from giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my merit from giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my merit from giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. All sentient beings who, although self and all appearances, are Dhammadhatu by nature, have not realized it thus. I shall endow with happiness in the cause of happiness. I shall separate from suffering in the cause of suffering. I shall make inseparable from happiness without suffering, and I shall set in equanimity the cause of well-being, free from attachment, aversion, and partiality. All sentient beings who, although self and all appearances, are Dhammadhatu by nature, have not realized it thus. I shall endow with happiness in the causes of happiness. I shall separate from suffering in the cause of suffering. I shall make inseparable from happiness without suffering, and I shall set in equanimity the cause of well-being, free from attachment, aversion, and partiality. All sentient beings who, although self and all appearances, are Dhammadhatu by nature, have not realized it thus. I shall endow with happiness in the causes of happiness. I shall separate from suffering in the cause of suffering. I shall make inseparable from happiness without suffering, and I shall set in equanimity the cause of well-being, free from attachment, aversion, and partiality. For the welfare of all mother sentient beings, I need to attain complete Buddhahood. Therefore, I'm going to engage in the stages of the path, such as prostrating, making offerings and heartfelt requests, entreating the holy minds to grant blessings to the 8 brothers gone to bliss, the Lord Medicine Buddhas, with their hosts of retinue deities. To the power of the supreme truth of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas' blessings, the might of the 2 collections, and the purity of the Dharmadhatu, may this realm's beings and environment be enriched like Sukhavati, with all the desirable perfections of both samsara and nirvana. Jeweled ground adorned with trees and with ponds, whose bottoms are covered with gold, silver, and pearl dust, flowers strewn and sandalwood fragrance rising, human and divine enjoyment, Samandabhadra's offerings everywhere. There in the center of a charming jewel palace, on lotuses and lion thrones, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas abide. May everywhere be filled with oceans of clouds of offerings, which they enjoy, born through the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. Okay, so this, if you cannot follow this offering cloud mantra, you can just think of Omahum, which purifies the offerings and transforms into them to endless Samandabhadra offerings, multiplies the offerings, so they become numberless, just as it says. So you can just say Omahum, Omahum, Omahum. Om Namo Bhagavate Vajrasara Pramadanaye Tathagataya Arahati Samaksam Buddhaya Teyata Om Vaje Vaje Mahavaje Mahateja Vaje Mahavirya Vaje Mahabodhita Vaje Mahabodhi Mendo Pasam Kamana Vaje Sarakawa Avarana Vishadana Vaje Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vajrasara Pramadanaye Tathagataya Arahati Samaksam Buddhaya Teyata Om Vaje Vaje Mahavaje Mahateja Vaje Mahavidya Vaje Mahabodhita Vaje Mahabodhi Mendo Pasam Karmana Vaje Sarakawa Avarana Vishadana Vaje Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vajrasara Pramadanaye Tathagataya Arahati Samaksam Buddhaya Teyata Om Vaje Vaje Mahavaje Mahateja Vaje Mahavidya Vaje Mahabodhita Vaje Mahabodhi Mendo Pasam Karmana Vaje Sarakawa Avarana Vishadana Vaje Soha. We'll skip to the extensive power of truth. By the power of truth of the 3 rare sublime ones, the blessings of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the great wealth of the completed 2 collections, and the sphere of phenomena being pure and inconceivable, may these piles of clouds of offerings, arising through transformation by the Bodhisattvas, Arya Samandabhadra, Manjushu, and so forth, unimaginable and inexhaustible, equaling the sky, rise, and in the eyes of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, be received. Compassion protectors in degenerate time, 7 Sugatas, Buddha Shakyamuni, Holy Dharma, Bodhisattvas, and guardians, invited as a support to protect your refuge, to protect others and myself. May you come here, gather, and grant your blessings. Root Guru, whose kindness is without equal, King the Shakyas, Manjushu, Shantarakshita, and so on, holding in their hands this profound sutra, to the direct and lineage gurus I prostrate. To the compassionate ones who liberate destitute beings, 7 Sugatas, Buddha Shakyamuni and Holy Dharma, Manjushri, Kapro, Vajrapani, Bra, and Ishvara, and the Maharajas and Yakshas I prostrate. I make every collection of offerings actually arranged and emanated through the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities, rejoice in virtues, request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. Great Bhagavan Assembly, pray listen. 7 Sukatas, just as you promised. Your previous prayers will be fulfilled during the final period of Shakyamuni's teachings. Pray show me in actuality it is true. Okay, so just wanted to point out that Geshe-la has asked us to visualize the medicine Buddhas on our crown, and you can visualize them stacked one on top of the other, starting with Medicine Buddha on your crown, and then those going up. So this Buddha right here will be at the very top. And after we finish the prayers to this individual Medicine Buddha, you imagine that it dissolves into the one below it. And so I'll try to remember to remind you of that as we go. So the first three are gold or yellow. You might think about gold light coming down and sending out countless rays of light to all sentient beings, and purifying all their physical and mental afflictions like a laser. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, renowned and glorious King of X and Signs, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, renowned and glorious King of X and Signs, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, renowned and glorious King of X and Signs, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, renowned and glorious King of X and Signs, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, renowned and glorious King of X and Signs, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, renowned and glorious King of X and Signs, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, renowned and glorious King of X and Signs, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Please may the pledges you made ripen upon myself and all sentient beings right now. May all my pure prayers succeed immediately. Golden in color with mudra of granting refuge, who accomplished 8 prayers majestic with the glory of 2 accumulations, glorious one of the Buddha field unconquered by others, to renowned glorious King of X and Signs, I prostrate. In flowers of the major marks flourishing and pure, anthers of minor signs, such a beautiful body, one who sees, hears, or thinks of you as glorified, to renowned glorious King of X and Signs, I prostrate. I make every collection of offerings active, arranged, and emanated to the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities, rejoice in virtues, request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment, to the force of hearing the conqueror's name, expressing it, remembering, prostrating, offering. May all sentient beings, such as ourselves, be free from epidemics, execution, criminals, and spirits, have faculties fully complete, have the continuum of suffering and negativities cut, not fall to lower rounds, and experience the happiness of humans and gods. With hunger, thirst, and poverty pacified, may there be wealth. Without torments of bodies such as bindings and beatings, without harm of tigers, lions, and snakes, with conflict pacified, endowed with loving minds and relieved from fear of flight as well, may we pass to fearless bliss. And when we pass away from this life, may we be born in a lotus in that Buddha field qualities complete, become a vessel for transmitting the teachings of conquerors such as renowned glorious King of X and Signs, and cause them delight. Now visualize renowned glorious King of X and Signs is gold. Goes into the next Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant rings of skill, adorned jewels, moon who is also gold. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant rings of skill, adorned with jewels, moon and lotus, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant rings of skill, adorned with jewels, moon and lotus, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant rays of skill adorns jewels, moon, and lotus, my prostrate offering go for refuge. Please may the pledges you made ripen upon myself and all sentient beings right now. May all my pure prayers succeed immediately. Yellow in color, with mudra of granting the supreme, who accomplished 8 prayers majestic to the glory of 2 accumulations, Glorious one of the Buddha field, endowed with jewels, I prostrate to King of melodious sound. While adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, wisdom expanded and mastery of all noble objects, endowed with a mind as deep as the ocean, I prostrate at the feet of King of melodious sound. I make every collection of offerings actually arranged and emanated through the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfallness and negativities, rejoice in virtues. Request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. To the force of hearing the Congress name, expressing it, remembering, prostrating, for all sentient beings such as ourselves, may the distracted fruition of Dharma have wealth and goods of humans and gods without torment at conception, be always born human, never be separated from bodhicitta, increase in virtuous Dharma, purify obscurations, and attain the happiness of humans and gods. May we be free from being separated from the spiritual guide, from dark ages, spirit harm, death, and enemies, and from the dangers of isolated places. May we have enthusiasm for making offerings and performing ritual services. May lesser beings have samadhi, mindfulness, strength, the dharani of non-forgetfulness, and attain supreme wisdom. May tormenting fires be cooled. And when we pass away from this life, may we be born from a lotus in that Buddha field qualities complete, become vessel for transmitting the teachings of a conqueror, such as King of melodious sound, and cause them delight. And so the King of melodious sound, was gold, dissolves into Buddha sayings, excellent gold. Great jewel accomplishes all vows. And you might notice his mudra too. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, sayings excellent gold. Great jewel accomplishes all vows. I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, stainless excellent gold. Great jewel who accomplishes all vows, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, stainless excellent gold. Great jewel who accomplishes all vows, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, stainless excellent gold. Great jewel who accomplishes all vows, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, stainless excellent gold. Great jewel who accomplishes all vows, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, stainless excellent gold. Great jewel who accomplishes all vows, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, stainless excellent gold. Great jewel who accomplishes all vows, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Please may the pledges you made ripen upon myself and all sentient beings right now. May all my pure prayers succeed immediately. Golden in color, like the river Tsambu, with Dharma teaching mudra, having accomplished 4 prayers, majestic of the glory 2 accumulations, glorious one of the Buddha field, incense filled, I prostrate to stainless excellent gold. Paramount among golds, like the gold of the river Tsambu, blazing with more radiance than 1,000 suns, lighted like a stainless golden stupa, I prostrate to stainless excellent gold. I make every collection of offerings actually arranged and emanated to the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities, rejoice in virtues. Request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. Through the force of hearing the conqueror's name, expressing it, remembering, prostrating, and offering, for all sentient beings such as ourselves, may the short-lived gain longevity, the poor full wealth. May combatants come to have loving minds. May we not be without training and fall to the lower realms, but be bound by our vows and never without bodhicitta. And when we pass away from this life, may we be born from a lotus in that Buddha field, qualities complete, become a vessel for transmitting the teachings of conquerors such as stainless excellent gold, and cause them to light. And so the golden stainless excellent gold dissolves into the next Buddha, Buddha supreme glory free from sorrow, who is red in color. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, supreme glory free from sorrow, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Please may the pledges you made ripen upon myself and all sentient beings right now. May all my pure prayers succeed immediately. Bright red in color, with mudra of meditated equipoise, will accomplish 4 prayers, majestic with the glory of 2 accumulations. Glorious one of the Buddha field without sorrow, I prostrate to supreme glory, free from sorrow. Pass beyond sorrow, attain to supreme bliss. Pacify of sentient beings, 3 poisons and sufferings. Protector of beings of the 6 realms, to the glorified one, supreme glory, free from sorrow, I prostrate. Make every collection of offerings actually emanated to the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities. Rejoice in virtues. Request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. Through the force of hearing the conqueror's name, expressing it, remembering, prostrating, offering, for all sentient beings such as ourselves, may sorrow and the like always be pacified, and life be long and happy. May the conqueror's light increase bliss and joy in the house. May we have brightness, beauty, and wealth, unharmed by spirits. May we have love for each other, and may there be no disease. And when we pass away from this life, may we be born in that Buddha field, qualities complete, become a vessel for transmitting the teachings of conquerors such as supreme glory free from sorrow, and cause them to. So let's visualize supreme glory free from sorrow, who is red, dissolve into Buddha Melodious Ocean Proclaimed Dharma, who is pink in color. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Melodious Ocean Proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Melodious Ocean Proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Melodious Ocean Proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Melodious Ocean Proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Melodious Ocean Proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Melodious Ocean Proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagwan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Melodious Ocean Proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Please may the pledges you made ripen upon myself and all sentient beings right now. May all my pure prayers succeed immediately. Pink in color, with mudra of teaching the Dharma, will accomplish 4 prayers, majestic with the glory of 2 accumulations. Glorious one of the Buddha field victory banner of Dharma, I prostrate to Melodious Ocean of proclaimed Dharma. Great sound of Dharma, conquering adversaries, endowed with speech as deep as the ocean, pacifier of beings suffering without exception, I prostrate to Melodious Ocean of proclaimed Dharma. And make every collection of offerings after arranged and emanated to the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities. Rejoice in virtues. Request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. Through the force of hearing the conqueror's name, expressing, remembering, prostrating, offering, for all sentient beings such as ourselves, may we always have perfect human faith, hear the sound of Dharma, and be enriched with bodhicitta. For the sake of resources, may we give up negativities, may wealth increase, may we abide in love, have long lives, and be content. And when we pass away from this life, may we be born from a lotus in that Buddha-field qualities complete, become a vessel for transmitting the teachings of conquerors such as Lotus, Ocean Proclaimed Dharma, and cause them to light. Okay, so the pink Lotus, Ocean Proclaimed Dharma dissolves into the coral red or orange Buddha, delightful king of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, delightful king of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, delightful king of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, delightful king of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, delightful king of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, delightful king of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, delightful king of clear knowing, supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, delightful king of clear knowing, supreme wisdom and ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Please may the pledges you made ripen upon myself and all sentient beings right now. May all my pure prayers succeed immediately. Coral colored with mudra of granting the supreme. Will accomplish 4 prayers majestic with the glory of 2 accumulations. Course 1 of the Buddha field ocean of jewels. I prostrate to king of clear knowing. Mind of profound Dharma wisdom difficult to fathom. Sporting in the pure sphere of truth. One who sees all noble objects directly. I prostrate to king of clear knowing. I make every collection of offerings act arranged and emanated to the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities. Rejoice in virtues. Request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. Through the force of hearing the conqueror's name, expressing it, remembering, prostrating, offering, for all sentient beings such as ourselves, may the distracted be free of malice, enriching goods. May those on evil paths to lower realms attain the 10 virtues. May those controlled by others gain perfect independence, and all have long life, hear the names, and be virtuous. And when we pass away from this life, may we be born from a lotus in that Buddha field qualities complete, become a vessel for transmitting the teachings of conquerors, such as King of Clear Knowing, and cause them to light. Okay, so we visualize King of Clear Knowing, who is or red or orange, into the blue medicine Buddha, King of Lapis Light. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, King of Lapis Light, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, King of Lapis Light, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, King of Lapis Light, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, King of Lapis Light, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, King of Lapis Light, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, King of Lapis Light, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, medicine guru, King of Lapis Light, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Please may the pledges you made ripen upon myself and all sentient beings right now. May all my pure prayers succeed immediately. Blue in color with mudra of granting the supreme. Will accomplish 12 prayers majestic with the glory of 2 accumulations. Glorious one of the Buddha field Lapis Light. I prostrate to medicine Buddha, King of Doctors. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of lower realms, dispel disease in the 3 poisons. I prostrate to medicine Buddha, Lapis Light. I make every collection of offerings act arranged and emanated to the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities. Rejoice in virtues. Request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. Through the force of hearing the Conqueror's name, expressing, remembering, prostrating, and offering, may each and every sentient being, such as ourselves, all become like you, graced with marks and signs. May the light dispelling darkness, the enjoyment of wisdom, and skillful means be inexhaustible. May those attracted to mistaken and lesser paths enter Mahayana paths, and all be beautified by their vows. May we be free from pain caused by immorality, be complete in faculties and without disease, and have abundant goods. May those disillusioned with the weakest conditions always have powerful faculties, and may we be freed from Mara's noose and perverse viewpoints. May those tormented by kings gain bliss, and those who, out of hunger, support themselves through negativity, be satisfied with food received in accordance with the Dharma. May hardships of heat and cold be pacified, and all good wishes be fulfilled. Endow with morality that pleases the artist, may we be liberated. And when we pass away from this life, may we be born from a lotus in that Buddha-filled qualities complete, become a vessel for transmitting the teachings of conquerors such as Medicine Guru, King of Doctors, and cause them delight. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, glorious conqueror Shakyamuni, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Please may the pleasures you made ripen upon myself and all sentient beings right now. May all my pure prayers succeed immediately. Golden in color with earth-pressing moods, who through the force of unique great compassion and enthusiasm became the glorious one of this, the fearless world system, I prostrate to the supreme leader, head of the Shakyas, born in the Shakya lineage out of skillful means and compassion, unchallenged by others, conqueror of Mara's forces, body majestic as the golden Meru, I prostrate to the king of the Shakyas. I make every collection of offerings actually arranged and emanated to the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities, rejoice in virtues. Request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. Pray, bless us and all beings who lack a protector, to receive here immediately without exception the benefits as taught by the Supreme Teacher and the extensive sutra ritual of Medicine Buddha. Supreme lamp dispelling the darkness of ignorance, foremost of medicines alleviating suffering and disease, to the entire sublime jewel of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Supreme lamp dispelling the darkness of ignorance, foremost of medicines alleviating suffering and disease, to the entire sublime jewel of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Supreme lamp dispelling the darkness of ignorance, foremost of medicines alleviating suffering and disease, to the entire sublime jewel of Dharma, I prostrate, offer, and go for refuge. Homage to the Mother of the Victorious Ones, perfection of wisdom and holy Dharma, the three vehicles who told you stories of the dark seed of suffering's cause and uproots the pain of suffering completely. I make every collection of offerings actually arranged and emanated to the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities, rejoice in virtues. Request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. To the blessings of the truth of the holy Dharma jewel, may I and all others henceforth in all our lives practice the Buddhist teachings in their entirety exactly as the Buddhists intended. The conqueror's heart commitments were invoked. by 36,000 sons of Sugatas, including Manjushri, Drabdrol, and Vajrapani. Thus requested, they proclaim this sutra's benefits. Pray manifest all of them for me here and now, and to the worldly protector Yaksha leaders as well, as you promised to do before previous teachers, to stop enemies, harmers, and epidemics, pacify all conflict, and increase physical and mental bliss, increase wealth, power, property, crops, and lifespan, accomplish these desired goals as we wish, and always protect us without break. Okay, so now the mantra recitation. So we'll use the common pronunciation. This is the long one, and this is the common pronunciation for the short one. So let's do 7 of these, and then we'll do 20. We'll do 20 of these to ourselves, and then the for 21st one we can say out loud. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanse Guru Bedurya Tabarataya Tathagata Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Rata Samugate Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanse Guru Bedurya Tabarataya Tathagata Arhate Samaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Rata Samugate Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanse Guru Bedurya Chabarazaya Tatakataya Arhate Samaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Rata Samugate Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanse Guru Bedurya Chabarazaya Tatakataya Arhate Samaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Rata Samugate Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanse Guru Bedurya Chabarazaya Tatakataya Arhate Samaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Rata Samugate Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanse Guru Bedurya Chabarazaya Tatakataya Arhate Samaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Rata Samugate Soha. Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanse Guru Bedurya Chabarazaya Tatakataya Arhate Samaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Raja Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekanse Bekanse Maha Bekanse Bekanse Raja Samugate Soha. Guru whose kindness is without equal, King of Shakyas, Manjushri, Shanta, Rakshita, and so on, holding in their hands this profound sutra, to the direct and lineage gurus, I prostrate. To the compassionate ones who liberate destitute beings, to the 7 Sugatas, Buddha Shakyamuni and the Holy Dharma, to Manjushri, Kabro, Vajrapani, Brahmaneshvara, and the Maharajas and Yakshas, I prostrate. I make every collection of offerings, action range, and animated to the force of mantra, samadhi, and aspiration. I confess all downfalls and negativities, rejoice in virtues, Request and beseech and dedicate such virtues as these to the great enlightenment. Whatever I have done or caused to be done that was unprepared or degenerated or done with my deluded mind, please be patient with all of these. Whatever the beings of this degenerate age have done, of lesser merit mixed with ignorant delusions that did not fulfill the hour's wishes, please be patient with these as well. Under the influence of miserliness, lacking in skill, having made bad offerings or faulty arrangements, O protector endowed with great compassion, please be patient with these as well. Whatever was superfluous or left undone, degeneration in parts of the ritual, or whatever was forgotten, please be patient with these as well. By remaining here together with this image, for the sake of all migrators, may you grant us long life without illness, power, and supreme attainment. Om Supratishta Benzaye Soha. Oops. The hosts of medicine and Buddha deities, pervading all directions of the round of space with perfection, some raining down multicolored lotuses, some singing songs requesting goodness, some acting to conquer Mars and obstructors, and all bestowing on you supreme good fortune. Know this full well and be joyful, and I shall voice sweet melody expressing auspiciousness. Supreme teacher of humans and gods, touching my crown to your feet of jewel moonlight, grants the glory of good fortune of Kumuda flowers blossoming to Manandra, moon of expounders. I prostrate. Manjushri and great abbot Shankarikshita, Trisan Detsen, Atisha father and son, second conqueror Losang Drapa, and so on, to the auspiciousness of all collected good qualities of the supreme root and lineage gurus. May all negativity and degeneration be ended, and bliss and goodness increasing like the waxing moon may be auspicious to enjoy the glory of perfection. Accomplishing a supreme ocean of prayers invoking truth during the teachings decline for protectorless beings who were untamed by other sun-like conquerors, through the auspiciousness of all collected good qualities of those seven Sagatas protectors during degenerate times, may all negativity and degeneration be ended, and bliss and goodness increasing like the waxing moon may be auspicious to enjoy the glory of perfection. Rising well from the broad lotus-like tongue of the Lord of the Able Ones, especially exalted even in the later days of Shakya's teachings, such that if performed one gains the essence of immortality's ambrosia, through the auspiciousness of all collected good qualities of that king of the vast and profound Sutra Pitaka, may all negativity and degeneration be ended, and bliss and goodness increasing like the waxing moon may be auspicious to enjoy the glory of perfection. To the auspiciousness of all collected good qualities of those children of the lineage performing the sutra ritual by simply reciting the names of the kings of doctors of all realms and directions, and through the especially extensive prayers of the teacher, Buddha, and the Sagatas, may all negativity and degeneration be ended, and bliss and goodness, increasing like the waxing moon, may be auspicious to enjoy the glory of perfection. Accomplished through the compassion mantra of Sagatas, through faith, samadhi, and words of truth, construction of jewels, abode of three jewels beyond the three realms, through the auspiciousness of all collected good qualities of that supreme Buddha field equal to Sukhavati, may all negativity and degeneration be ended, and bliss and goodness increasing like the waxing moon, may be auspicious to enjoy the glory of perfection. And so now, before we recite the dedication prayers, I'd like to thank our sponsors and read their dedications. Kathy Kochevar for Fred Kochevar and his family, Scott Tolson for Sheila Marie Combs, Erica Schaefer, Gary St. Lawrence favorable rebirth. May this medicine, Buddha Puja, remove all sentient beings, physical and mental afflictions and obscurations, their causes to liberation and enlightenment. May they have a long, healthy, happy life, and may all their good wishes be fulfilled immediately. Okay. All right, and now the dedication prayers. So in the second line, Vishla has asked us to stay, attain the state of medicine Buddha right here. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may I quickly attain the state of medicine Buddha and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow. May that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. Just as the brave Manjushri and Samantabhadra realize things as they are, I too dedicate all these merits in the best way, that I may follow their perfect example. I dedicate all these fruits of virtue with a dedication praised as the best by the victorious one Toscana 3 times, so I might perform good works. Due to the merits accumulated over the 3 times by myself and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, which are empty from their own side, may the eye who is empty from its own side achieve the state of enlightenment which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that state as quickly as possible by myself alone. Because of all the merits of the 3 times created by me and all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and other sentient beings, may there be no wars, famines, disease, quarreling, fighting, or unhappy minds. May there be great prosperity, and may everything needed be easily obtained. May all the human beings in the world be guided by spiritual leaders teaching only Dharma, and may everyone enjoy the happiness of Dharma. And now the long life prayers. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig Chinsa Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. The one who masters speech at a very young age, the one with great patience, received the name Avatare, the one with great precision, who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa and Bliss and Void, Lama ornament of the Yellow Hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. Prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, fearless teacher and assembly of the children of victorious swans, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you wore the armor of patience that is never discouraged, the incomparable venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly depart to peace. What a great loss! Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of 3 jewels, and the great ways of bodhicitta of the children of victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And then a long life prayer for Geshe-la. Supreme God, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. A shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are a constant karma companion. Bamo is renounced fame, may you ever remain. And then the long life prayer for Geshe Sangpo. You who have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities, and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart. You who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. And then 7 Tara mantras for all beings. Om tare tu re soha. 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 Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lamala.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Lamala.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Doma.